Hello and welcome to the SPACETECH Europe Online Hackathon. I'm super happy to welcome you from Tallinn. This is going to be 48 hours of hacking, of mentoring, of teamwork, of winning amazing prizes. Really happy to be, here, this crazy online world. I feel that I would like to have all of you in front of me doing a big applause and cheering. But fortunately, we have our own team, so a little cheer. You cannot see them, but you can feel them at least, and you can hear them. That's good. All right, so today we are here, of course, thanks to our great and amazing sponsors and organizers. So I'd really like to thank the US Embassy in Kiev, SpaceOn, America House, and we would like to welcome and open up this hackathon with some welcoming words from US Embassy Kiev. And Walter, are you there?
I am. Can everyone hear me all right?
We can, yes.
All right, perfect. So hey, before we get started, I want to thank the incredible group of people who helped organize this program. Today's event, as you know, is a result of a true team effort, with assistance from colleagues in the US, Ukraine, the Baltics, Hungary, Austria, Denmark, all sorts of places, many more. I want to give a huge shout out to Garage 48, SpaceOn, America House Kyiv, and my American Embassy colleagues here in Ukraine for all their behind-the-scenes work and not so behind-the-scenes work. I'd like to express my sincere gratitude from our mentors, from many of the American and European space-related organizations. As I'm pretty sure everyone here knows, SpaceTech Europe Online Hackathon is one of the American Embassy's biggest undertakings this entire season. So awesome that we've brought together more than 200 university students, IT professionals, entrepreneurs, scientists, space enthusiasts from across Europe and the United States for a competition that has three main goals: crowdsourcing innovative technological solutions for space-related issues, developing the next generation of American and European space experts, and promoting US-Europe cooperation in the space sector. So why is this important? Look, the coming years, I think, is going to require us to work together even more so than today to ensure a safe future for global space endeavors. So it's really only between these strong ties between our countries that some of the world's brightest, right now, youngest space professionals are going to be able to find solutions to sort of ever evolving challenges of space exploration and security. And so that's why we've created this program. So we're confident that these deep, lasting connections that you'll have with each other, that you'll form with your peers and your competitors across Europe, across the United States, are going to drive the future of global space innovation to the benefit of humankind. So with that, that's all I have. Thank you so much, and good luck.
Thank you. That's really well said. Of course, cooperation is one of the big goals. And what today is all about, it's about the ideas, the innovative solutions that Walter also mentioned. And we want to hear all about it. All the team leads, the idea owners, they get the chance to pitch and, of course, attract more people to join their teams, although a lot of them already have joined in together. But before that, and just waiting up on all of the participants to join us, we have invited two hackathon veterans to join us. So Patrice and Martin are here, and I would really like to get them to inspire the people listening in and to share their hackathon experience. They are, already you can see from from the gear that they're wearing that they are space related and space enthusiasts and been to hackathons. So welcome. And a few questions to you then, and to inspire the listeners in. Hello, first of all, Patrice and Martin, thanks for joining. I would like you to then firstly give a short introduction why I invited you guys, and what's your experience with hackathons in general and with space hackathons. So let's start with Patrice.
All right. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Really nice to be here. Thank you for inviting. My name is Patrice Halabu. I've been in SpaceTech since early 2012 or even a bit earlier. I'm the CEO of Crystal Space. So our latest development it's going to be sent to the moon. So it's one of those cameras that we produced for NASA for one of their missions. And I've been in hackathons since beginning of times, pretty much. The first one, which wasn't officially the space-related one, which was Garage Hardware Hackathon in 2014. We were there with Crystal Space, and we prototyped a electrical power supply. And yeah, been joining, mentoring, and enjoying many other space-related and non-space-related hackathons since then.
Very cool. What about Martin? Hello to you as well.
Hi. So yeah, I'm Martin. I'm from the CEO of Space Business Innovation Center in Noordwijk, and I think involved in the space scene around from 2010, and well, mentored and organized several hackathons. One also in Tartu, one in Poland. Organized a few in the Netherlands. So yeah, it's always a great experience.
Very cool. So, well, my question to you, right? The main thing right now, there's a lot of these participants waiting, ready in Zoom, ready in Slack. Of course, it's a little bit of a different situation where you're doing it online. But in your experience, what's the advice that you can give them right now? How to hack the hackathon? What's good to do in those 48 hours to actually survive? And to create something that will actually wow the jury as well. What do you think, Patrice?
I really like the KISS principle, but with 3 S's, so keep it stupid, simple, and sexy as well. So essentially dump it down as much as possible. You can ask the magnificent mentors help for that. So you always get those thoughts after the hackathon, usually how easy it would have been to hack. So dump it really down, think about how it should look like or what it should be showing doing, but not actually, it doesn't have to do that. So just get the front end, get it sexy, don't make too much efforts to make it functional 100%. You get time for that later on. So yeah, I think that's the main. And you get amazing mentors, so use them.
What do you think, Martin?
Well, yes, in the end, it's also a learning experience, and you meet a lot of new people, new team members, as well as some mentors. So also make sure that this is a learning experience for you, and yeah, you can learn a lot of new skills without, in that sense, failing. And I also some about team sizes. So one tip: don't make the group too big, because otherwise you will only working on the management skills during this hackathon.
That is actually a really good point. We do have a minimum number of 3, but we haven't set a maximum. And I think it's a pretty good advice to give that, yeah, it will be a management exercise. Anyway, it's going to be like a full-on teamwork exercise as well, especially when we do it online, right? That we need to keep them, you need to keep your team kind of active and engaged, even if you are doing it mostly on Zoom and Slack. But I think I picked up on the mentoring part as well from Patrice. Like, I think it's something that I try to kind of lead the mentor team and push them to be proactive, especially in the start of the hackathon, right? Like to go and challenge the ideas. But any advice to the teams how to actually then use the mentors, like how to know? Usually the teams don't know what questions to ask, right? Like is there any hacks there that you can advise?
Yeah, absolutely. So as a team, when you have those ideas, pitch it or explain it to the mentor, and then the mentor ask them to reflect back. What do they hear and what do they want to see? What's the facade of it, or what they want to kind of experience? So essentially, they'll help you to dumb it down. You'll get the essence, the key elements that you would actually need to hack together then from there, so they can kind of mirror and reflect back, and that's the kind of information you can gather from the mentors. So I think that's a good way of hacking the mentors as well.
Mm-hmm. Anything
well,
to
and
add?
you can, sorry, yeah, of course, you can prepare yourself, take a look at which mentors are there, what they're doing, and be aware that probably you will get more questions back than you're asking. But that's good, because in the end, what you're saying, that makes sure that it will be simple and understandable for the rest.
I will also say that that sometimes it feels that teams feel that they can't say no to a mentor, which I think that, my advice is always like, say no if you don't have time, or if you don't want a third or fourth or fifth opinion anymore, right? Like you've talked to the same thing about to two mentors, then I always advise that, be really like have the courage to say no as well. I don't have that time. But what do you think? Like I get this asked a lot in online events. If people always ask me, do the whole team need to be there in, let's say, then checkpoints and mentoring sessions? Is that the obvious answer that it depends, or what? How do you feel?
For me, it's depending a little bit on the team itself. If you can have a good varied skills within the team, yeah, you can say, okay, there's some one or two people who can learn, can listen, and can share their thoughts with the rest of the team. Also in terms of timeline, yeah, it's not a must in the end.
Any thoughts, Patrice? Any different thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. It depends. The whole team definitely doesn't have to be there. Of course, all the team members have to have the kind of optionality to join and see what's being told or talked about during those meetings. If it's your first time of being at the hackathon, definitely use this opportunity to go to those meetings and to see what's being done in there. But essentially, I think before going to those meetings, from my own experience, we've discussed what's the outcome or what do we want to discuss during those meetings. So the checkpoints that's in there, and maybe we need some urgent assistance or some crucial things that we want to clarify or verify, and that's understanding why you're going to the checkpoint. And that also helps to clarify who from the team should go there, or maybe everyone wants to go because they feel it's important and they want to add something to that point during that meeting or checkpoint.
Yeah. So another question. Yes, Martin, you wanted to add?
Yeah, sorry, I just want to add, because what you're saying is indeed right. No is a very good answer. So yeah, in terms of if there are too many mentors popping at the door trying to support at a certain moment, you want to focus on some things, just say no. But also the other way around, don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah, exactly.
Because in the end, the mentors are here, so...
Yeah. Another question that I was thinking about to ask you is, of course, as all of us, I don't think that you have escaped this remote work in the past year, 2 years. And yeah, a little bit there. But, in an online hackathon, this is, of course, the crucial point, right? It's like we always, of course, I miss it. That we can get together in one room, and that's when actually kind of like the magic happens. Right now we need to kind of try to translate that into an online version and channel. So is there any advice that you can give how to work together with your team, that you have that individual work time but you actually feel engaged, something that they can fit into this 48 hours of teamwork exercise?
Oh, that's a good one. Well, maybe they could do sometimes during the relaxing hours, some side activities, having a drink together, although it's virtual. When sharing some music in a group together. Yeah, that might be some options. It's always it's a challenge in that, but I think everyone has some. Also, they're all creative here, so probably people have better ideas than I just proposed.
Anything that you've discovered, Patrice?
Yeah, I think it would be good to take some time with the team. Is it like half an hour after a couple of hours or time like that, when you can kind of take out some time and either play a game. There are really nice drawing games and kind of guessing what's on the picture, what someone is drawing. So there are many online nice games, rooms where you can chill, bond, and vent out whatever you need to relax and then jump back to work. So yeah, I think games are good.
Yeah, I totally agree as well. And like my advice as well, and I will say that later to the teams, is as a team lead, you're not just the idea owner, right? The one kind of pushing it along and making sure that you'll get to result in the end, you're actually like the people manager as well, right? Like you need to keep your team together. You need to really find a way, we use Slack for communication, but yeah, like you said, there's so many more options to keep kind of engaged and in communication with, and like these small checkpoints and check-ins with your team. And I think the team lead has a lot of responsibility in this virtual hackathon, especially at the usual one as well, of course. But as a last question, I would like to ask a question that actually Patrice asked me, and I can ask them back, is if there's any really cool hackathon projects that you remember that maybe can inspire the ones that are still thinking about an idea or have something similar in mind, like can be from a space hackathon or any hackathon that has really impressed you as well, that wow, you can actually do that in 48 hours. Patrice, because you asked the question for me, so.
Yeah. All right, so there are many different ones. I would like to bring out two. One of them was from 2016 hackathon, which was Apple trips. So essentially their idea was to provide that kind of space gardening experience and with the space flights. So when they come up, where people could go to space and garden, pick some apples and do whatever gardening things they like to do. They pitched it really well, made a nice business case and so on. So that was really nice. Another one from 2019 that I would like to point out was the team called Stargazing. And so their idea was to create an application where you can see places in urban areas near you, best places for stargazing, where you can look at the really nice sky without any clouds. So yeah, those two nice ones.
Super. Martin, do you have anything that pops into your head?
Yeah, there's so many different. I want to get one how to save the penguins on the planet with using the Earth observation data, among others. Was it in Tartu when we had a mooncat or something?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a kind of really kind of a robot cat. There are a lot of around always about there are probably some ideas which are already been there before, but in the end that's not a problem, as long as you can make sure you have a unique factor to it. There's so many, I can't think of one really standing out in that sense, to be honest.
But I think that's a really good advice and good point, right? That hackathon ideas, they don't have to be always like original and super novel. It's more about how you kind of make it better and what's your special sauce about it, right? And with space ideas, I guess it's always it's not always feasible and ready to send something to space. You just need to make it look really cool, right? So we always say fake it till you make it, but that's what it's all about. You really build a prototype that you can already start showing to the jury, to your end users, to the stakeholders. So that's what we're expecting. This kind of unique ways and creative ways how to solve the ideas that they have in mind. So this is it. Thank you, guys. I just wanted to get some hackathon veterans here, mentors and participants. You've done both, so you know how it goes, and you could say a few kind of inspiring and encouraging words to the participants. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. And looking forward to this weekend.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. We're going to move forward. So today we will then carry on with the idea pitches, and then afterwards we'll get to the team formation and the first checkpoint already with the lead mentors. I'll go through a few of the slides as well. So of course, make some noise about the event. This is happening online. So everything that you can kind of show us and show what's happening behind the scenes, please tag us so we can reshare and show your beautiful sparkling eyes as well that are taking part in the hackathon. So do tag us, of course, Garage, and our supporters and organizers, American House, Space Sun, and US Embassy in Kiev, so we can see those posts. Of course, we already said the big thank yous, and there's more and more to share, to kind of be appreciative of, because we have so many partners, so many communities and organizations and institutions all across Europe that are doing and being part of the space ecosystem. So virtual applause to all of them, and big thank you for sharing the word and really supporting us. Of course, the prizes, as I mentioned, this is 48 hours of hacking. It's a competition, right? And we are so happy that we can give some prizes and some incentive for the teams to actually, make it to win this. So there's Space Hubs Network, there's Slovak Space Office, ESA-BIC Estonia, Innovation Kitchen, Yuzhnoye Design Office, Gravity Incubator Program, and Startup Day, who are giving some cool stuff for the teams. Of course, always the prizes are meant to be supporting the teams taking the next step. So if they are serious about the idea, they really we push them towards different kind of programs and institutions that could help them to rocket into space, if I can do this cheesy line. Yes. Very important thing for everybody who's on Zoom, who's the participant, then please go into Slack. This is the communication channel that we will use. All the mentoring, all the information, everything will be shared there. So please do join that if you haven't yet. Of course, we will have mentors. You can go on the Garage page to look through them. There's a lot. We will, have 2 lead mentors that are going to be there for you all the time, holding your hand, and of course, a lot of skilled mentors. So if your idea is in a certain space, then experts there to help you out. A little bit about the criteria as well that I wanted to talk about. I think in the space domain, it's, as said just before, it's tough to think what can actually be done in 48 hours. But we've been doing SPACETECH hackathons from 2016. So I think we validated that it's possible, that really cool ideas have been created, that you can really take those 48 hours, validate the idea with end users, with stakeholders, with different organizations, with mentors. So you can really just take that part and then work on this visual prototype that you can really start showing after the hackathon, and to the jury as well, of course. So this will be one of the criteria that the jury will look at. How do you progress from an idea to a prototype? And then, of course, the potential, or I like to even call it impact. So what could happen if this solution, this idea would be reality? So what would be the impact that it could have on the world? Of course, your team, people that you do it with, are you happy to take the next step together and really support and work together well? And no pressure to the team lead or the presenter, but of course the 3-minute pitch that you do in the end is one of the criteria. So these 4 pillars that you have to work on, and you have to really share the roles in your team to make it happen in parallel, and that's what the jury is then going to have a look at. So, agenda. All the timings that we give you are in the time zone +2 GMT, so please be aware and make sure that, that you are following the times correct. But as I said, today, pitches and matchmaking, and then we'll gather the teams with the lead mentors, so you can actually meet each other at 7:30 then, GMT +2. Tomorrow and Sunday, this is going to be full work. Tomorrow we start at 11 with a checkpoint. This is when we want to hear what is your what's the action plan? What's your prototype plan? So really today you get together with the team, you share the roles, you get to know each other if you don't know yet, and really hack it. What's the plan for those 48 hours? And we want to hear that tomorrow in the first checkpoint. Then it's the time we have the mentors really active. We'll come to you, you can ask us. So we'll really want to ask the critical, hard questions and validate and help you to validate your idea. At 5:30, we'll talk about already pitching. This 48 hours is going to go really quickly. And then 7:30, we'll have a checkpoint. And on Sunday, start with a checkpoint again, and we'll start practicing for the pitch. So it's going to be a live pitch, 3 minutes, with you sharing the screen and showing us what you actually built. So this is what we want to see. And then, of course, we celebrate and we party, because that's what you do. So we are ready to start pitching. I hope that you on Zoom you're ready as well. And that you have 60 seconds on the clock. I'm looking at my team in the background for people that are going to pitch. All right, hopefully, let's see if there's some virtual hands in Zoom who are actually ready to pitch. Yes, some. Oh, I can see some non-virtual hands. That's good. Very good. All right. I'm super happy that now I can actually, if I could see those my participants in front of me as well, that would be great. No, they're not appearing. Anyway, so happy to see you all. Yes, and happy to have you joining us for those 48 hours. If you have anything that you want to ask, that you need support with, then reach out to us on Slack. Really, we're here with the whole Garage team supporting you throughout the way. But enough of me talking. Really want to hear you talk. I want to hear the ideas. And then afterwards, we'll still open up the breakout rooms for you guys. So if there's some people that still don't have a team that they've joined, they can come and talk to you. And if you need participants and team members, then you can find them. So that's how this will go today. Any questions right now? No, let's get pitching then. I'm going to make some noise for you because you're all ready. Yes. Yeah, I can see the excitement in your eyes. Good. All right, let's start with the very first pitch. Who could it be? I think I saw Sergey waving yes. So you will be the first one, most courage, and I will give the microphone over to you. Hello, Sergey.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well, yes.
Okay.
So 60 seconds on the clock. Tell us what you do and who do you need in your team and who do you have already as well. All right, go.
All right, cool. So the big idea is to build an autopilot for a paraglider, which can navigate itself via GPS coordinates and land softly. This is the main idea. Possible applications, traveling big distances almost for free. So let's say you can use a balloon with a helium to go up to 20 kilometers, and then you remove the balloon or you collect the gas and you glide with a paraglider, and with the ratio 1:8, it's possible to go up to 80 kilometers from the height 10 kilometers. So quite cheap. You use just some electricity to control the servos. Another option, last mile delivery. So major part of the delivery is done by an airplane, which travels far distances, and then the payload dropped from the airplane and delivers itself to your doorsteps. An example is a zipline startup, which delivers blood in poorly developed areas, somewhere without infrastructure. And so they also drop some payloads from the airplane. But if you have more developed way to land, you can deliver more expensive and fragile equipment.
All right. Thank you. Just because you've run out of time, but I will ask you to share who do you have in your team and who do you need?
Yeah, I have Unity engineers and Python engineer, and basically I have the team.
Okay.
But anyone interested in simulation are welcome.
Super. How many people in your team together?
Actively, we are talking to 3 people.
3. Super. That's what I wanted to mention as well. We really want to have the minimum number of people in a team 3. I think that's it's a good number to actually create results and actually share some roles. And of course, if you feel that, or if your idea doesn't get the team members today, then please do consider sharing and joining some other team and carrying on with your own idea maybe next hackathon or already on Monday. All right, thank you, Sergey. That was super. I'm happy that you have your team together. But of course, if there's anyone that still is interested and would like to join, then please go and talk to Sergey after. All right, thank you so much. I'm going to applaud you from the studio, and I'm sure that everybody else is happy as well that you took the one for the team and was the first one. Cool. Let's move on to who's waving at me, who would like to, yes. No, I see some hands. No. Who would like to pitch next? Armand. Perfect. The floor is yours.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Hey, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. So my team name is Orbit. We are working on the space debris and the space junk. So briefly, putting it, the idea is to keep the space orbit in space. It may sound absurd and like weird, but the idea is that so we spend a lot of time, money, and it has a lot of environmental cost as well to send everything to space. And then once we don't need them anymore, we want to send them back and throw them back to Earth and burn them in atmosphere or make them hit the Earth. However, the idea is that we can keep them there. We can kind of collect them together and make them big balls of space debris and then use them in orbit, either for recycling, manufacturing, using them as propulsion, the source of propulsion, or using them to hit, asteroids and the stuff to detour, change their trajectory. My time is over, but that's the essence of the idea.
All right, thank you. Well, tell us a bit more. Who do you have in your team, and who do you need if you're still looking for team members?
Yeah, so right now it's just me. Someone joined, but he couldn't make it, so he had to leave again. If you think you can help in any way, join my team. It's only me so far. If you're creative, you can help visualize, or present this idea. Definitely join the team. Or if you have an idea to improve what we're working on, in terms of idea as well, we would appreciate it. Definitely, you're welcome to join the team. And I had a question as well. What should we do if we can't reach the 3-person minimum team number? I
think it's exactly the same advice that if you feel that there's not a lot of traction to your idea this time, just look at the other teams. Maybe there's someone that's doing something similar and you could merge with them. If there's some other topic that you're interested in, look through the ideas and really just go and join them. But firstly, of course, there's some people that are only joining today. So if there's someone, you can already reach out on Slack as well. Just post it in the matchmaking channel that you're looking for people. So firstly, of course, try to get your own team together. If that doesn't happen, go look at the other teams and listen to the pitches then right now as well to hear what it is that you're interested in. And this is actually advice to everybody, right? That do listen in to other pitches, make some notes, do choose like 2, 3, or 4 ideas that you're interested in, and then later on you can go and talk to the team leads. Did that answer your question, Armand?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good. And thank you for the pitch as well. Well done. Super, and really happy that you decided to present your idea and that you're here. So hopefully you'll get a team together as well. All right, we will move on, and I think I see Anton's hand up to pitch. Yes? You're ready?
Yeah, hello, I'm ready. I would like to thank Armand. Maybe we will work together. My idea is about electric field attractor. I work with high voltage resonance circuits, and I found that they attract conductive objects. It's like similar for electrostatic, but this is not DC process, it's AC process. And you can push in the space some resonance circuit connected to the satellite and start to attract conductive debris from the space to this satellite. So what we will do with this next, I don't know. For example, we can use Armand's idea and recycle this in the space, or can burn somewhere. But the main goal is to clear the low orbit from this debris, which is dangerous for the other satellites and stations, and that's all. That's my idea.
Super. Can you also tell me about the team members that you already have, or who do you need?
Okay. For the idea of electric field attractor, I have only one person, it's me. But maybe I will join to another team, like team which work in the field of collecting debris, and we maybe create some more complex decision for this problem.
Okay, super. So thank you very much. I think it's good to already then reach out to Armand as well, and maybe there is some cooperation that you can be working on, right? And of course, go and talk to Anton afterwards if the same topics interest you. So a big applause to you as well. Thanks a lot for taking part and taking your Friday night to come and present your idea. That's super. All right, let's move on. Do I see another hand who would like to share their idea? I already see, although, some familiar faces that I know that have ideas, but they're not yet holding up their hand. So who would like to be next? Maybe Bright. Yes, very good.
Yeah, I can be. Do you hear me?
I can hear you well. Yes, the microphone is yours
Super.
now.
Thank you. And we are the team Mineralis, and our idea is 3D mapping of the lithosphere and for the detection of useful minerals and ores. Since Earth's resources are limited, then one opportunity to find minerals would be mining on asteroids. That would give us unlimited resources, which would essentially eliminate scarcity of for those materials. We would like to develop a technology that could scan wavelengths from asteroids to determine minerals. On Earth, it is already possible because different elements and minerals have their own effect on the waves, and we can even say that different materials could have their own spectral code with wavelengths from 400 nanometers to 30 microns. Scanning the reflection enables us to identify and extract the spectrum of each element using analysis of the digital data. So during this weekend, we would like to try to prove our actual performance of the idea, and we are still searching for talents in data analysis and engineering. So if you're interested, then please contact us. Thank you.
Wow, that was really good use of time there. Thanks, Bright. So I know that you and Allan are together, right? Have you managed to attract more team members now? Or you're still looking for all of those that you mentioned?
We are still looking, and we hope to find those talents tonight. All
right, very good. So go and talk to Bright. They have a great idea. There's already good expertise, 2 co-founders. So go and chat with them to join their team. All right, thank you very much. So support and applause from the studio towards you guys, and we're going to move on. All right, who's going to be next? Do I have someone that could share their idea now? Argavan, are you also going to share an idea? Yes? So you could be next, thank you. Aha, already see some very, very smart way how to share some interesting information. That's cool. All right, the floor is yours.
Hello, everybody. So as you can see, we are Team Calabio Flexicons. We have a team of front-end developers, C++, Blender, me as a designer, Alex from Australia, also designer, Joshua, Aerospace, Laura, Mahesh, again, Aerospace, Michael, Aerospace, Natalia, Politics, HR, and Marketing, and Alexander, also, I said C++. So our idea, we actually created a PowerPoint for you, but we're going to just pitch our idea right now that we're interested in a space construction. The spark was two things. First, what happens in case of an emergency? We need shelter, for example, or if we want to grow as a species on another planet, which our pilot planet is Mars. And what would be the design in that case? So our idea or aim is design exploration for peaceful purposes, which is encouraged by the international law. We are going to take into consideration several constraints, such as different climate and surface of Mars, the resources that we don't have there or we do have there, as well as different geometries that allow us to live there because of the dust or pressure and etc. So as you can see, we have the team, but if anybody is interested in this idea, we are going to welcome you. And if you have any questions, I would be available to answer.
Super, thanks so much. I can see that you have a very international team together already, which is good. Are they all active on Slack and joined already all the channels?
Yes, actually, we just met through the platform, and everybody is now in Slack, and we are quite a cool team, so I'm really happy about this.
That is really good. Yeah, I'm really happy about this as well. You're going to, as was said before, it's going to be a little bit of a management challenge for you as well, right? To keep everybody engaged and on track, but I'm sure that you'll do great at it. All right, so thank you so much for pitching. Go and talk to Argavan afterwards if you would like to hear more what Team Calabi is doing. And of course, an applause to you and a lot of support to make it happen in 48 hours. Great job. Next up then, who do we have? Davi from Space Spa. You are ready to pitch, yep?
Yes.
Great, the floor is yours.
So the idea is space bar, meaning that we are basically sending people to space to have a vacation. And the idea behind it is that the brain, at least in some periods in space, your brain shrinks. And what it does is that it allows us to access better into the brain to clear out this debris, and this debris need to be cleared out because it causes different dimensions. So it's a very simple idea. We cannot really do it on Earth because we have gravitation. So if you go to space, we could use different muscle stimulation, like electric stimulations and so on, liquids, drugs, to get this debris out of human brain. That's the point. That's the idea.
Very impressive. Wow, that's a very interesting concept. Can you somehow then mock it on Earth as well in some kind of special space capsule?
The problem with Earth is because we have gravity, so our muscles are always contracting and relaxing without us even knowing it. So we need an environment that's completely gravity-free. Then we can really relax.
Very cool. So this ultimate relaxation. Very cool. So who do you have in your team?
So it's me. One of the people is not gonna make it. I don't know how's with the third one, but it's me basically right now.
Okay, and what's your own background? Where does the idea come from?
So I'm myself in neuroscience. I'm about to finish neuroscience PhD, and the idea comes from aging. So basically, entire world is aging, and around 30 to 40% of elderly get dementias, and there is actually no cure for dementias. So it's kind of big problem. So we should do something about it.
We should do something, and then we should get rid of the brain debris in space.
For example.
Love it.
It might work. So
I really like the concept. That's super. All right. So thanks a lot for your pitch. Go and talk to Davi afterwards if you want to join the team and figure out how to actually tackle this massive issue that is creating a lot of value. All right, Davi, thank you very much. Of course, another applause. This is me in the long studio, but as you can see, all the people in their houses and homes as well clapping. Thanks a lot. We will move on then. Who will be next? Max, yes, you've joined us. You're ready. The floor is yours.
So, I don't know, pretty basic pitch, but basically, I'm sure you guys are familiar with all those sites where you go to book your flights and sometimes for buses as well. They basically aggregate all the different options from a number of different companies, and yeah, I don't know, pull it all into one place, and their business model is usually that they collect a sort of referral fee. So I don't know, people need to ride to space, and I'm not necessarily just talking about people. Obviously, the more pressing thing is satellites. So yeah, that's the basic idea, that will aggregate rides to space from a bunch of different sources all over the world, and then yeah, hopefully collect a referral fee. I don't know. That's it.
Getting your payload on the other satellites that are going up.
Yeah, connecting people with providers so they don't have to communicate with them directly, or at least can view all of their options in a more centralized manner where they can do better comparisons.
All right. Magnificent. Really great. Thank you for the pitch. Do you have some people that have joined your team already, or you are still looking for?
Yeah, I have, I'm a developer, and then I have one other developer, and then we have a UX designer. I don't know. I prefer to keep the team a little smaller, but if anyone's interested in joining and doesn't have a team, definitely send me a message on Slack or here, and we'll talk about it.
Sounds good. Sounds like you have got the team together and got the skills there. So, yep, if anyone wants to go and pitch their skills as an addition to your team, then go do it. But otherwise, thanks a lot. We will move on to the next one. And of course, a big clap to Max as well, who's clapping to everybody else, as I can see from his screen. This is cool. All right, who could be next? Who wants to be next? Can I see my participants? Yes, there they are. Igor, yes, you are ready to pitch. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, hi everybody. It's really great to see all of you and to take part in this hackathon. It's really a privilege. I was part of the same Garage 48 hackathon in Ukraine in 2014, and my idea and my team, we have split the second place with another team. So we are not first comers, but have a little experience here. So today I'm representing a team that is called Paganel LPS, which stands for Paganel Local Positioning System. And what it is, behind my back, in the background, you can see the device that has a military use. We have created this. Our team of engineers have created this device, and it's being installed on mechanical artillery systems. You know, those that are on tracks. You know, running on tracks. And so this thing is azimuth and direction finding system. All right. So it uses what it does. It uses existing satellites, commercial satellites. It doesn't need any military satellites or any GPS satellites, nothing like that. It just uses a database and scans the sky 360 degrees and finds the direction very precisely, much better than anything that is available on the market right now. And plus does it much faster than anything available on the market now. Even the best, the best commercial available prototypes that use that. Now, this is a military technology, but we want to use it for everybody. So that's in terms of sustainability and using something that already exists to really build something that can be useful for many countries in terms of just regular use or in defense, for the defense of the country. Because as you're probably are well aware that regular GPS technology can be easily, spoofed, and it's easy to disrupt that. Okay, so there are a handful of countries that have their own military, GPS systems, but obviously it's not accessible to most of the world. But with this system, any country can build their local positioning system using regular commercial satellites, that are already there. There's nothing else that needs to be put in the sky. It's already there. So all they need is a device like this, and plus a handful of beacons that can be set up on a territory, even in the somewhere in the desert or wherever. This really doesn't have to be specifically to connected to a city or something. So right now we are working on developing these beacons that would help to make this thing work. And so during this time, we would like to create a demo version, like just a demonstration thing, how this technology works, using already existing thing that our engineers on our team have developed. What we are looking for,
Igor,
we need a guy, we need a person right now that can help us with the team to build that demo version, okay, that demonstration website or prototype in Figma. So if you are looking to join this really smart engineering project, so you are welcome. We can talk, and we would love to welcome you and talk with you. So thank you. If you have any questions, I'm ready to answer them.
Super. Thank you, Igor, for the pitch. This is great. So can you tell me how many people do you have in your team now? Are they joining for the hackathon as well, or you are looking for a team to join you here for the 48 hours?
We have 3 people right now, and we can have one more just as a help, just to help us with this prototype and get on board in terms of helping out. So.
All right. That's great. So go talk to Igor to learn more and to join their team. So we're going to move forward. Thank you a lot, Igor. A clap for you for doing the presentation, and I hope that you'll create I'm sure that you'll create some great results. All right, let's move on. Can I see my participants, please? And who is ready to pitch next? Aha. Who has a hand up? Mihail? Yes. Orbital hackers. Cool. So the floor is yours. Please tell us what you do and who do you need in your team.
Okay, greetings to all. We still haven't changed the idea that we voiced on Tuesday, and we plan to implement a prototype of the system. That main idea of which is to predict the price of apartments in the future using space and ground data with the basic basis for regression analysis. Next, we will compare the current prices with the outgoing prices of the regression model and understand how prices are justified. In case of successful implementation of the basic idea, we plan to investigate the dependencies of air quality on housing prices and as well as predict the direction of the development of urban areas and real estate prices in the forecasting areas.
Thank you.
That's it.
So I understand that you have a team together already?
Yes.
Good.
Now,
how many people?
Our team has 6 people.
Okay, good.
And I think that we have all necessary personnel to implement our task. We have programmers, data miners, specialized and web development. So I think we can handle the people we already have.
Super. I think that's a terrific idea. So if you are maybe open, then some people can knock on your virtual door and come ask for more. But I'm sure that you have your sufficient team members already, right? 6 people. That's definitely a great team. All right. Thank you for presenting. Thank you for pitching. And we will move on. Who will be next? Who will present their idea? And of course, Max is like not, missing a beat and clapping to Mihail for a great pitch. So I'm good, happy. I will send my claps to you as well. Thank you, Mihail. All right, who is next? Yes, Vinicius, you are ready. Yeah. 1 minute on the clock and the stage is yours.
Thank you so much. So guys, thank you for having me here. We are working a kind of smart Attractor. It's like kind of self-assembled robots. It's based on 10 secret engineering laws. If you can, I'm gonna take your imagination to, if you guys see kind of geodesk domes already in your lives, if everyone knows those geodesk domes, kind of sphere structure that is building using is the more efficient structure that we have right now is building using some triangles and some geometries. We are using the same engineering laws to building robots that they can self-assemble. Imagine that we can compress a structure and you can throw away they can form a structure. It's basically we are doing in this hackathon and applying drones. It's like drones that is strong and more flexible to mechanical choke. So any questions? I'm here to, sorry for my English, but any questions?
No, don't be sorry at all. I was just waiting if you have something else to say. You were just like, all right, 0 seconds, I'm done. But thank you for the pitch. So tell me more about the team. Do you have some people together? Are you looking for someone to join?
Of course, Cody. We are 3 people, but basically my background is in robotics engineering. I work mostly doing games. Actually, I'm using the same concepts that I use in robotics in games as well. The same robot that we are doing in real life, we are applying in a gamification platform. And so yeah, we're looking for programmers and designers where we are welcome. in your team, we have a market guy, another girl that works with design, and I work mostly with programmer. And this idea has this potential to, it's basically a smart structure that we can apply to like autonomous system as robots. Also, we can apply in structures. You can build in like homes using these tensegrity structures. And basically, we need to modeling this whole engineering through coding and design. Yes, thank you so much.
Very cool. So you're waiting for people to join. So please go talk to Vinicius afterwards in the breakout rooms to join their team. Magnificent pitch. Thank you for presenting. Applause and claps to you. Yep, we should just like hire Max to do that, just to be that cheering person. All right, thank you so much. We will move on to the next presenter. Who could it be? Tai Ding, I know that you want to share your idea as well. Yeah, you ready?
Mute. I share my slides.
Can you hear us?
Can someone next one?
All right, let's pick someone else for now, and let's wait for you to. Don't worry, yeah, we will wait for you while you connect. But who else do we have? Kurasis, I know that you also have an idea. Are you gonna present it?
Yes.
Perfect.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Ready? So go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, I am fascinated by neutron stars, celestial bodies in the outer space, deep space, and I have been intrigued by them a lot, and I want to conduct my further research in that area as well. But the issue is that they don't exist on Earth, and we have to observe them and study them from telescopes and numerous other things. So what my idea is basically to simulate those conditions on Earth so I have to study them better and know about neutron stars a lot better. So when a neutron star is created, an electron fuses with a proton, making a neutron and a neutrino. So I want to achieve that situation by using cyclotrons and particle accelerators basically. And I want to work those conditions out. I want to work the conditions required and create a prototype so as to, what can we say, study the neutron stars basically.
All right, great. Thank you. So tell me quickly, if you have some people in your team, you're still looking for someone?
My team consists of only 2 people right now, me and another guy. So yes, we are open to spots.
Okay, and you have the background. What's your skill? You two.
Huh? Sorry?
What's the background or the skills that you already have, and what you're looking for?
I'm looking for skills in animation and analytical solvers, basically.
All right.
Yeah, that's
very
all.
good. So thank you so much for sharing. So go please talk to Kurasis afterwards. Am I saying your name right, at least?
Yeah, you're nailing it.
Very good. I'm nailing it. All right. Thank you so much. Big clap and applause. Exciting to see what you come up with and what team you can get together. So I'm looking forward to that. All right. Next up. Who would like to pitch their idea? Can we hear one more? I know that also, was waiting for Tai Ding to share.
No, I was here.
Yeah, you're ready?
Okay. Please allow me to share screen. The host is able to share screen.
Tiding, we're not allowing right now to share screen. Just, quickly tell us about your idea, and then afterwards in the breakout room, you can share the screen.
Okay, super. 60 seconds right now. Okay, problem, no one can track the asteroid drop on Earth, not NASA, not ESA, not the EU Defense Director, not JAXA. Second, asteroids that drop on the Earth at extremely high speed. Third problem, 97% of asteroids drop by horizontally slide into ground, merge into ground. They're not vertically. So the asteroid, those holes, those craters are only 3%. So 97% actually slide into Earth. Number four is global farmer, so hunger due to climate change. The 2020 World Food Program, they won Nobel Peace Prize. So solution, first, when the asteroid drop on the ground, the pressure and the height will change. So we know something is under the ground, no matter they merge into it, invisible or not. Second, the elements on the ground will change because asteroids carry lots of high quality minerals. So we use cosmic ray to scan them at different spectrum. And that's the solution. And it's scalable. So with this cosmic ray, we can replace X-ray in the hospital for pregnant moms. And we can create next generation superhuman, super animals, super insects with these asteroid minerals. Because it's super good. It's for vegan. So also, one more thing is less killing of animals. And final in the future is expand Earth for 200 billion population. So cheaper with asteroid, cheaper housing cost and better soil.
Okay.
You get cheaper house and better soil.
All right. Thank you, Tiding. It's a little bit connection issue, but I'm sure that we can fix it. Can you just tell me briefly who are the people that you're looking for? What kind of skills do they need to come and help you?
I got one AI guy. I got one more medical engineer guy. I want more people, please. And myself, I am Australian robot champion. I'm also hacking champion, and I need someone. I also there's AR. So AR I showed on the video. I need someone who can do more AR to help me. That's the first thing. Second, someone knows about cosmic ray, or asteroid. I need someone. Yeah, I also study astrophysics before, so if someone who also study astrophysics, learn about. Thank you.
All right. So fans of astrophysics, they can join your team, and then you can figure out what is the solution. Thank you so much for the pitch. Applause to you, Tiding. So please go and talk to him afterwards if you want to find out more. All right, we will move on. If there is anyone else that would like to share an idea that they are wanting to build at the hackathon. I know, Vitali, that also you have an idea. No, can't hear you right now. All right, is there anyone else? Can't see any hands right now, so we're going to, I think, stick with what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I've lost count, but so what we're going to do now, we're going to again quickly open up the breakout rooms just for the people, and I'm not too sure if I can see all of the hands, but if you are here, participant without an idea yet, then you can now go to the breakout rooms. Each of the teams will have one breakout room, and go and talk to the team leads. And as said, if there's not a lot of traction to your idea today, then please look through the other ideas and go and talk to the team leads. So right now, we're going to finish up with actually the live stream. The ideas have been listened to. I hope that you come back on Sunday when we actually can hear how the teams did and what did they produce in those crazy 48 hours. And thank you for watching and supporting. So let's finish up with that. But with everybody who's on Zoom, As said, we will now create the breakout room for each of the teams, and you can go and wander around a little bit, shop around, go and look through the ideas and connect with the team leads. And in half an hour, we will gather here in Zoom again, and then we'll actually see which of the teams, which of the ideas got teamed together. We'll submit you to the hackathon, and then when the hacking actually starts. So that's when we will introduce you with your lead mentor, and we'll give you more instructions. So if you have any questions, just talk to us on Slack or Zoom. But right now, we'll thanking you all for taking the courage to present, to pitch your idea, and let's get hacking. So a big applause to everybody. Thanks.